And we're live. So, hello everyone, and I hope you're having a nice day. I hope you're alright. What's that? Theorio of Dagonaut, I think it said. Yes, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hello to Tom9962. Hope you're alright as well. Today we're going to be doing some route building, some Buzz of Caldshire route building, so my own fictional map set in the UK, roughly based off of areas in Dorset, Devon, and a bit of Cornwall as well. Just going to show you the map real quick. So here's the map. Alright, so the bit I've done so far is just south of Chestrington, right here, on the bottom left sort of area here. I've built from there this route, the pink one, via Quenley, Sinley, Brentford and Southend, all the way to Queensland to the border. So between Southend and Queensland. That's what we've done so far. And today we're going to be doing some route building, but first I'm going to be... Actually, no, you can't actually see that. I made the same mistake again. Alright, it won't happen again, I promise. Yes, so here's the map. Alright, so we've started right here. So just below Chestrington here. Well, I've started development, I think it was April last year. From here, via Quenley, Sinley, Brentford, Southend, all the way to Queensland. That's what I've done so far. So this bit, I think it's 11 miles right now. Could be wrong. I think it's about 11 miles. I've measured it using the Studio Polygon, like the street light, the light bus. It's got a mileage counter installed. So yes, we're going to be doing some route building, but first I'm going to drive the entire route as it is right now, because I meant to do that earlier, like in the last stream, but there wasn't enough time left. So we're going to do that. We're going to be doing that first, and then we'll do some route building. Right. So I'm in the map now. I'm just not yet. I'll just load the map up right now. Then do some driving. So should we start Chestrington or on the coast, so Southend? I'm thinking we started Chestrington. Yeah, I'll do that. So yes, just waiting till OMSI is loaded. Also, as for the bus we're going to be using, I was using the Renown last stream because it was pretty fast and also not really laggy, but for this stream I figured we should try out the V3D's Digibus Phantom, the Spectra, the Upshare Spectra, which I've actually done this reskin of. I've actually done 40 plus reskins of that bus, of the Spectra, but then V3D decided to change up the templates and they're all not compatible anymore. I'll have to convert them basically, but this is one of them I did already convert, so the new template. And you can see I've already driven it around this much in the snow, so the bus is really dirty. You see that grime everywhere. Yes, I mean, in the snow, this is actually one of my first times, a few days ago, for the first time I've decided to drive my route in the snow, and it actually looked really pretty. But it also has an issue where, well, the bus doesn't get up every slope. So, because it's really slippery, it sort of just stalls and rolls back down. So yeah, I'm just going to, well, I'm not sure. We could, I'll just drive along and then we'll see how it works. And if it does get stuck, I'll just place it up the slope and then continue from there. Alright, so right now we're at just right here. And I've done a little town below Testring near. I've called it Mearley, but like spelled differently. So M-E-A-R-L-E-Y. Yes, right here. I've not put it on this map yet, but it's right there. And we're going to be driving along this route here, all the way to Queensland. Yes, and we're not going to be rushing through it like last time, because we've actually got some time right now. So, yes, we're going to be taking our time and driving slowly, not breaking any speed limits this time, or bending. Alright, so this is Mearley. Well, it's not yet Mearley because I haven't put down any buildings yet, but this is where Mearley will be. There's a country bus reskin. Yeah, anyway, this is the gorge we did last stream. I think it's, I've added the bridge here, so between streams, so that I don't have to do that while I'm streaming, because it takes up a lot of time and it's not really that interesting to watch. Yeah, I've got these flickering issues right here, the Z fighting. So it's basically when there's like meshes, like faces on the exact, like at the exact same position. So then the program doesn't know, the program doesn't know which to render, if it should render one or the other, and that's where these Z fighting flickering issues occur. So yes, that's happening. I'll have to move some of these objects just a tiny bit so that that doesn't happen. But yes. Right, so there's the gorge. I think, I think it'll look good if I've actually got some buildings around here. I think this look good. Right, so this is my United repaint. Can't really see it right now, but I promise you it's there, under that dirt, and yes. Right, so I'm just going to make it day right now, so you can actually see it. Like this. Yeah, it's really dirty. Really grimy everywhere. Huh. Yes, and actually, I've seen this repaint. I've actually seen that first in trains. There's like an asset, like trains, like it's a train simulator which is mainly focused on like route building. But well, it's both basically. You can make your own routes, or you can drive on existing routes. And there's one asset, like one downloadable asset, like a bus, a drivable, like it's basically a train, like a locomotive, but it looks like a bus where you can put like invisible roads on, and one of those has this repaint, like this livery. And I've actually, apart from that and a bus mod in Midtown Madness 2, I've actually never seen this livery in any other game. Yeah, and I figured why not do it in OMSI? So yes, I've done it in OMSI. And I might actually release that as well at some point. It's basically finished, so I will probably release it. Alright, I'll turn it just a bit more darker, because it, like the mood, like the atmosphere, it's just, I really like how it looks like in this, while it's snowing and like at night, in the late evening, like this sort of time. This looks really good, I found at least. One sec. Yes, alright. Just get driving then. So there's the woods between Testring and Mearley, right here. We're just going to be driving along this. Also, sorry if it lags. It lags a bit on mine, but I'm not sure if it gets picked up on stream or not. There's a renown. There's my first bridge I've ever done. Yeah. Just going around this corner. Huh? Alright, so I will keep this weather and time like this for now, but if I will see if it gets too laggy or not. If it does, I'll switch off the snow and the, well, yes, and maybe also make it midday so that the street lights don't render everywhere. And I mean actually the actual street lights, not the bus. Yes. Alright. Yeah, we're not going to be picking up anyone, so I'm just going to skip these stops. And this is where it comes into Testrington, like the outskirts of the residential area. Right here. And this is actually the renown we drove last time. Yes. Put that there. And yes, this is what it looks like from down here, looking up. I just really like how the atmosphere this gives, like this really cold, like frosty, icy, wintry forest. I really like this. And also the lights of the vehicles. Like when you can see it, like unpause. Alright, like this. I just really like the atmosphere of this gives. Yeah, well. Alright, we'll just continue driving then. Yeah, I can hear the bus struggling. Which was, I don't know why. Maybe, probably because of the ice. That's probably the reason. But it even went downhill and did still struggle accelerating. Well, yeah. I don't know. Oh, Reverse Idol says hi. Oh, hello Reverse Idol. I love your buses. Well, I've actually only tried one, the street light, but yes, I really like your work. Thanks for joining the stream. I hope you're all alright. Oh. Nearly skid into one of those houses then. Yes, thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, this is just in Testrington right here, in the icy, wintry weather. Right here. So it's in the evening. Yes. I'll just show you 1 second the forest I've done. So this is what the forest looks like in winter. I really like how this looks. How this ended up looking. You're on Mac and on OMSI. Yes. Well, OMSI isn't running on Mac, so I'm using a software and I'm using Parallels. It basically is like a virtual machine which simulates Windows 10 inside of it. So it is Windows 10. So I can run Windows applications inside of that, but Parallels is still on Mac. We also can't run Windows, the applications think That's running on Windows native, so they run. But the Windows itself isn't actually running on a Windows machine. So yes. But yes, I am. Oh, that's cool. Yes, I'm really glad it worked. Because I did try Parallels before. Like, at first, when I first installed it. Yeah, I tried Train Sim World, CSX Heavy Haul. I was really excited that it'll work. But then it didn't. It crashed as soon as I went near a train. Because I think it's because of the loading. Because a nearer loading mesh, it didn't display that. Because it crashed when it would load that. So yes, it does. It does run now, but it's really laggy and pretty much unplayable. But I was really happy when OMSI 2 did run. That was February last year, I think. Yeah. When I first played it. This. Yes, thanks. Yeah, this is really laggy here. I'm not sure why it is. I think it's because of the train station right there. That could be the issue, but it could also be snow. I think it's a bit of both. Right, so I'm just stopping here to show this train station. Right, so this is testing train station. You can see the timetable case. It's fallen off of the pole. Wow. Yes, and there's the train station. I know when I've done this. I think sometime last year. I think it's October last year or something. Yeah, there's what I've even done a junction. Well, it looks like a junction, but I don't think it's actually a junction. Yeah, and the train track just goes underneath here, then back there. Nice touch, haha. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thank you. I think it was a bit after I found out that you can actually roll objects in OMSI. That's when I thought, oh, I can do this. And then, yeah, I did that. And actually, these hills here, they're actually splines. These are, I think it's called embankment, these splines. I've put 2 splits in here and closed them off with these stone walls to make it look like it's like a cutting through the hills there. Yes, and we'll just continue along en route to Gamley-on-Sea, which it doesn't go there yet, but it's in that direction. So towards Saucer and towards the coast. Well, both ends go towards the coast. I meant the eastern side. Yeah, and here's also a tavern I've done. Yes, you can't really see it that well in winter, but like in summer, everything here, there's like blossoms everywhere and flowers and everything. I think it looks good, even in winter. Yeah, I'm actually going to open the window because you can't see out of that at all, because of all the grime and dirt from the snow the bus has catched on. You can't really see out of that window at all. I've never actually noticed that the windows get dirty as well. Oh, there's a police there. Ah, why are you driving on the opposite side of the road? Ah, and you despawn. Yes, well. I suppose. Right, here's a bus stop. This is Craffle Street. I'm not there. There's also flowers all the way, like all around here, but you can't see them right now. And there's also right here. This one's also an orange tree. I know, very realistic for the UK. I know. Well, yes. So, yeah, I can't really make out the differences between each tree in the winter, but I still want to show it off what it looks like. Yeah, this bus is really dirty. It would be better if you can see out of it. Yeah, see? Like here, you can't see anything out of those windows. They're just so... I'm not sure. Maybe I'll clean the bus in the depot. I think there's an option to do that. Yeah, I think this one right here. The middle, at the bottom right and the middle right symbol there. I think you can press that at the depot and then it cleans the bus. I will try that when I'm there. Oh, don't want to crash into that debranded Poundland there. Or that car. Also, reverse idle. I know you make buses a lot and do a lot of OMSI scripting, but I actually want to ask, did you ever try making a map as well in OMSI? Because I've never actually seen you do that. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, this is going into test drinking bus stands here, with the test drinking park on the left. I would actually, like, this would be the stop for the X63, because the main route, no, the editor looks horrible. Yeah, I mean, it has its ups and downs. There are features that are really good, but also some annoying, like, things that would probably be really easy to implement, would have been easy to implement for the developers, but which they just didn't do. And yeah, things can take a lot of time in the editor and also be pretty tedious. But I think if it looks good in the end, and you just have to find the balance between how much time it takes to do and how you're doing. If you do an area and you shouldn't invest too much time on things. You just have, I think, like, if it's just from the driver's point of view, so you shouldn't really do a lot of detailing, like, beyond the driver's point of view. So if you're driving along here, you can see those houses, but behind them there's just nothing here. These roads, I think I'll use later on for another route. But yeah, like, for example, good features about the editor, like, for example, a big brush size. Like, you can make the brush really, really big, and that's a great feature of the editor, because it's really, I've tried other editors from other games, and they, like, a lot of them only allow a really small maximum brush size, which makes it take a lot longer to do certain like terraforming, but OMSI allows for a really large brush size and large intensity of the brush. So that's something that's pretty good. Right, I'm going to try to clean the bus right here, and it's lagging as well. What's causing this lag? I think this happened before as well. I'm looking in this direction, in this part of the map, it's just lagging. Like, if I turn it around, it doesn't. Oh, I'm in the pit there. Didn't mean to go there. Alright, so I'm going to try to clean the bus. Wash. Oh! It worked. Just going to refuel it as well. Yeah, I've actually never used the wash function before. This is my first time I've ever used that. And it worked surprisingly well. It's nice. Alright, I'm going to shut the window again, because it is winter after all and it's snowing. And the heating isn't on. Yeah, I'm just going to switch the heating on, even though there's no one apart from myself in the bus. Alright. Don't know why that's jittering so much. Right, so yeah, other good features about the editor is like you can tilt objects. That's a good feature that other editors, other programs, like for example trains, trains, Railroad Simulator. Like you on some objects you can rotate them. Like you don't really need that much, but on some objects it works, and most of the objects are just, you can't really rotate them. Just doesn't allow it. I don't know if the object creators actually knew about that. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I don't know if the people who created the objects for trains actually knew about the not being able to rotate them or even thought about that. But most of the objects in trains, the downloadable objects, is like a lot of, like thousands of objects, and most of them aren't rotatable. But in OMSI, I think all objects that you can place down, maybe not intersections, but I think all other objects are rotatable. That's a good feature, I think. And downsides of the editor, well, for example, yes, an undo feature. The editor actually doesn't have the option of undoing an action. So if you accidentally you do some terraforming, some hills and everything, and then you want to, for example, set height. So you can, there's like a tool where you can set height to a certain height, and then it like flattens the terrain to that height. And if you for example just didn't select that tool by accident, and it still had the raise tool, and the sensitivity is really high. Then it could destroy. It will destroy the entire terrain. Like, well, it'll basically make a huge hill there with drawing, and everything will still be underground, like buried underneath the terrain. And then you've either got the option of reverting to the last save game, the save of to where you last saved the map, or so by exiting, so quitting the game, like the editor, and then loading the last time you saved. So either got that option, or you've got to manually bring the terrain down again, which is really tedious. So an undo option would be really nice, I think. So you can just, if you made a mistake, you can just be like, oh, made a mistake, just Command Z or Control Z, and then yeah, it's all the way it was before. Yeah, this hill right here, you can't climb it right here, and in the summer it works fine, but in the winter, like this next bit, this Wowsley Woods right here. Yes. Actually, this hill in icy conditions, it's just not climbable. It is climbable up to a certain point, but after that, it's just, the bus just stalls. At least the Spectra does. It just stalls and rolls back down again. See, like it struggles. Like you can hear the engine. Like I'm accelerating as much as possible. Like I can't accelerate more. You can hear the engine rev down and up and down and up. And then it just stops. Right here. It's lagging. Yeah, and then it rolls back down. Yeah, I'm going to have to place it up there manually. Miles OMSI says, oh hi. Yes, hello. Hello Miles, I hope you're doing good. Just gonna check 1 second. Oh, there's a bunch of people watching. Hello, another TTV viewer, Commander Root, Lurksax, and First Enviro and Reverse Idle again. Hello, everyone. I'm glad you're watching. First Enviro and Reverse Idle. Wow, both devs from Studio Polygon actually watching my stream. It's quite something. Hello and welcome. Hope you're all doing great. Or, yes. Oh, opening the doors. I don't actually want people going inside yet because, yeah, they'll just complain basically. And especially if it's lagging this much and if it's icy, they'll just complain all the time. I don't really want that. I just want to like drive and show you the route. So yes, for any new viewers, so we're right here in Quenley, and I'm just going to go to the bus station, which I'll redo at some point, and then we'll drive Sinley, Brentheugh, Source, and Queensland. The route I've done so far, and then we're going to do some route building, so work on the map. So this Bars of Caldshire, the map. I've started in April last year, and I've built 11 miles or 12 miles, something like that, of the route. So yes, this is the bus station I was talking about. Yeah, it's not really realistic at all. But there's a bunch of text here. Yeah, I did this pretty early on, where I just thought it would be funny to have all this text here, but yeah, I'm going to redo this entire bit at some point. Yeah, you can't, on most buses you can't even turn this corner here. Yeah. But this is the only really unrealistic point, in my opinion, like from the map. I think that's the most unrealistic bit of the map so far. The only other I can think of is in test strength, the real, I think 30% slope on that. Yeah, that's also an unrealistic bit. I've changed it so that the X63 only goes down that and takes another road up, so all buses can actually get up there, even if it's icy. Yes. Yeah, it says Source and 5.3 miles in Queensland. Yeah, that's actually true, because 5.3 miles. I've actually measured the map in the polygon, the polylight, with the built-in mileage counter, and I've measured the map multiple times. Like, that's my measuring tool. So if I want to know, like with the road signs, if I want to know how many miles it actually is to a certain point, like another city, I always spawn that and drive that, and then I write that down. I write that then on the sign, so that's actually true. Like, it's actually a realistic value, an actual value, not just like from a guess. So yes, this is Quenley Quarter, and it's called that because it looks like a quarter of a circle. This. So it's, yeah, I've just called it that. Well. Yes. Alright. Let's just go along Palway Road then. Alright, so this is a junction, as you probably tell. So here, so to the left is Calborough, Last Hope, and Ralpham. This is right here, so this is Last Hope and Calborough. Ralpham will be put on here as well. So for buses that go to there, they'll branch off there and go down this road, over this bridge, and these supports, they were really, like, it looks simple enough, like they're just supports of a bridge, like, yeah, but I actually did put a lot of time into this because they're all splines I've put down, and like it's not been that easy. Well, it has been it wasn't that hard, but it was more like really tedious. That's what I meant to say. But I think it did pay off in the end, because it did end up looking good, in my opinion. I think it looks good. Yeah, and here there's also an excessive amount of text on the bus stops. My country was my country was reskin. Anyways, yeah, here that's where it will go to Calbro, right here. But I've not worked on that yet. It just goes into the, well, snowy grass. So yes, we're going right. We have actually built the route. Sinley, Brenhew, Queensorbay. Yes, we're going there, through the woods once again. Oh. Also, when you're... Yeah, I've put some... Oh. The texture issue. That's the memory issue again. Yeah. Actually... I think... Yeah, I'll just quickly... Saved it, alright. I'll just quickly quit it and then open it back up again. Sometimes this happens. I'm not sure why it happened this time. It's a memory issue. So when there's just too little memory, just makes like on the meshes themselves a black fog. At least that's what it looks like. And only loads the textures when you're really close to the mesh. It's really a weird issue, but I have had it occur on multiple occasions. But yes, I'm just going to start it back up and then drive the rest of the route. Then we're going to be doing some building on the route. That'll probably be the end of the stream then. Not now, but then after the building part. Yeah, this can take a while. There we go. OMSI 2, the bus simulator. Alright. 8:30 in the evening in game. Yeah, 49 tiles. Yeah, I've put down 49 tiles so far. Some of them are unused as of yet. I think maybe 4 or so, because I've put them down already, because even though I haven't built the route there yet, but I've put them down so I don't have to adjust the train to them, because I already knew that the route would go in more or less a straight direction, so I put them down already so I don't have to make one tile finish of the road and then do another and then adjust the train, because it doesn't automatically stitch the tiles together when adding new ones. So there's always a gap. If it's like a hill like this, and the tile if there's like a split in this tile, there's like the tile would end here, and I'd add a new one. There will be like the seam, and I have to join back up again. The official nerdy Enderman says, "Hey Leyland." Hey, the official nerdy Enderman. Thank you for joining the stream. I hope you're alright. Hope you're good. Oh, someone's followed. Oh, you followed. Thank you. Thanks. So yes, I'm not sure from where this was. I think, is it still coming or? Yeah, it's right after this. So down here I've put some toilets in the middle, well, between the two towns. And I've actually put in some, it was just a joke basically, more or less. And I've actually put some cobblestone, this stock cobblestone texture. And I've found recently that like in the snow, it actually looks like footprints. So it looks like people actually used those toilets, like they went in and out. I never thought that would look like that, but I'm glad it does. Because it actually adds more realism to it. Yes, this was the point I was trying to show earlier. So this, yes, this is a street light, not the bus. Yeah, the actual street light, which I've put is on the same road. Where's that accent from? Sounds German. Yes, you'd be right there. Oh, I'm just going off the road. Yes, now we're back on. Yeah, no one saw that. Alright, so we're just going into Sinli. Do you know much German? Yes, I actually speak both languages. I know both languages. Right, Sinli, here we go. We'll be careful not to slide into the woods there, because it is icy. Everything's icy. Right, Sinli Town Centre, Sawsand, Sinli Fire Department, Grocum District. And there's actually, it's not just the sign, there actually is a fire department here. Where I've quite ironically put a slow sign in front of it. So there's emergencies of fire, then they come rushing out, and then, oh, there's a slow sign. They're just really slowly driving out there, and then they're racing off again. Yeah. Alright, so I'm not sure if I can actually get up this hill. Like in summer, or if it's not icy, I always come up this. This is not a problem, but in winter, a lot of slopes I thought were okay at first turned out to have issues in the winter. So the buses will just roll down again. Like for example here. I'm flooring it right now. I'm literally, yeah. Hallo, das ist sehr gut. Mit dem Bus ist doof. Ja, naja, das stimmt. Es stimmt schon. Well, it is a bit. Well, it's a bit. I never thought about that, about there being these issues when I built it. So I thought, oh, this is okay. Yeah, I just tested it out in the normal summertime, and thought, okay, this slope is alright. Let's just continue building. And then, right, like a few days ago, I've just found that the slopes weren't alright after all, and I'll probably have to redo some of them. Well, yes. Okay, so the official nerdy Enderman. So do you know German as well then? If you want to answer that. So yes, this is actually Sinli town center right here. The high street, like the main shopping street. I've put these bollards here, like they are always often in real life. And I've actually put like the details and everything of that back here, even though you can't really see all this. I've just felt like doing that. Like you can see a bit back there, and from this side as well, but I've just finished the road off, so if you fly over you can see, oh, there's actually detail there. Yeah, but these cars right here, like, they are not going anywhere anytime soon. Unless a crane truck pulls up here and lifts them off. Yeah. But it's not that noticeable, I think. If you just look at it from here, we can't even see the cars. Wow. Yes. Yeah, I'm also flooring it right now, but it just accelerates a little bit and then it slows back down again. I think it's like slipping on the ice, I think. Alright, so this is Pickle Pond Park right here. and that's the pond. Actually, like for the longest time, I've built this area. I think about a year ago now, maybe a bit less. But like for the longest time, I never had water in it because I didn't know how to add water back then, and that's one reason I think why the route is so long without going to the water, because I've actually planned the Sinley and the Saucer and Queensland bit first. Like that was my initial idea to have, like, because it's actually based on, as I'll show it later, it's actually based on the Cornish villages of Corsand and Kingsand, which I've actually been to, and the initial idea of this map was to have like towns like that, like villages like that on the map. I've just pictured this, like the coastal side of with these tiny villages where the bus route goes along. And yeah, that was the initial plan. But if the route just continued on and on and on without going to the sea. And I think one of the reasons was that I didn't know how to do water, so I kind of just put it off and continued building. But at some point, about a few months ago, I did find out how to do it, and it was really easy. And then I just filled in the water here. Yeah. And also, the other route, the X43, the orange one, I've got to. I need to connect those. This shouldn't go up there. It should go. Actually, yeah, it should go down there and then along there. That's not accurate. But actually, the X43 route, the orange one, it goes along here and then branches off into towards the north, while the other route goes more along the south. There's an inn as well. Yeah. Well, say as well. Here's a lone cottage, a bit larger than a cottage, a lone house in the middle of the it's next to the town, to Sinley. There's not a dual carriageway, it's actually a single carriageway. So there's just one lane per side. I know it's probably really unrealistic, but I thought it looked good to have like a more higher speed section, but still be like really tight. Right, welcome to the Sin Inn. Yes, because it's right next to Sinley, and it's like in the same area. And here it is. So I'm just going to drive back here, because this is part of the route, so you actually do drive down here. Yeah, and you can see the bus is already getting dirty again. I've just washed it a few minutes ago. Welcome to the Sin Inn. It's just this loop around. Alright. So here's the policeman with a steady grip on his car's mirror. And he's phoning someone. And there's the bus stop. And telephone booth. And here's also some structures. Some mysterious structures, and also this platform. Or maybe there's a bunker or something underneath it for some reason. Like a buried structure. Maybe not a bunker. Like some buried structure. Maybe it's just a platform that's buried by the train, by the earth, soil. But I've actually used, this will break a lot of immersions, but I've actually used the shop front asset, so this, for that, and I thought no one would notice. I don't think anyone will notice, apart from maybe the author of the object himself, but I don't think so, probably. So yes, I'm just going to turn around here. There are some toilets there on the left. Goodbye, hope you visit us again. And here's the disabled parking spot, right here. And this is where it meets the single motorway again. So this going Sawsand, Tammy Woods, Colmere and Sindley Quenley. Right now we're going to Sawsand, well, Queensland. That's the same direction. JAY123 says, hello. Hello JAY123. I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you just popped on, hello, welcome. Yeah, we're just driving, I'm just driving my route, Bars of Caldshire. So this route, we're just right here, right now. We're just here, just between Sindley and Brentheugh by the Sin Inn. We're just driving southwards to the coast. I love OMSI. Where is it? Yeah, do you mean the map? Where the map is set? I'm quite sure. So do you mean where my actual map, like where it is set, or something else? Yeah. Right, so the county of, it's set in the fictional county of Caldshire in the UK. And actually I'll just quickly move the chat box because it's on top of the face cam. I meant to do it last time but I forgot. I'll just move it like that. Yeah, so it's set in the fictional county of Caldshire. But the areas themselves are like all of this is fictional, but some areas are sort of inspired by, like it's all in UK, set in UK, but it's inspired by places in Devon and Cornwall. Well, Devon, Dorset mostly, but also a bit of Cornwall. Like these cities, like these towns right here, they're inspired by Kingsland and Cawsand, as I said earlier. I'll show that soon. Also, 1 second. This inn right here, it's actually inspired by, I'm just going to show it real quick. This in Dorset, it's actually inspired by an inn in Dorset. I'm not sure if I'll find it now, but it's somewhere along this bit. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll actually find it. But there's no, there's an inn somewhere here. I've driven I've not driven myself, but I've rode buses like along that, like just going by that inn a lot of times, and it's inspired by that, like somewhere between Weymouth and I think Abbotsbury, somewhere between that bit. Like there's like an inn in the middle of nowhere, and yeah, I've based it on that. Okay, Gonley on Sea, look, Gamley on Sea, like Southend on Sea. Actually, where is that? I've actually never heard of that. Southend on Sea. Actually, I think I did hear of that, but I'm not sure where it is. It's this place, Adventure Island. Ah, it's there. Interesting. I mean, it could be that I've somewhere seen it, and then subconsciously I just chose a similar name, but I haven't actually based it on this. This will more likely be like on the right hand side of my map, so right here, just on the tip of the land. It's more like based on, it will be based on, I think, the Kingswear area, like sort of similar to here, where it's like only this, imagine like Kingswear, this bit, but like flipped horizontally, so it points like this, and then on the end of the land. This will basically be that. I'm still not sure if I'll actually do a train station or not. Perhaps. But yeah, maybe. It'll be something like this. And the X43 route, so the orange one, it'll come from like here. This won't be Kingsway, but it'll just be similar. It'll come from up there, and the other route will come from down here. So one route goes along this side of the coast and the other on this. Yeah, I've been Ben to Southend. Ben to Southend. Ben? Yeah, I just think it's a place near that. Nice. Hey Kango Fango, map's looking great. Thank you. Thanks KM. I love your repaints as well, like the McGill's ones. Very nice. Cool bean. Thank you. Glad you like it. Also welcome KM repaints. Hope you're doing alright. Just going to reload again. Just to see who's in the chat at the moment. Right, alright, Techno Sam and Dylan11003. Hello, I hope you're doing alright. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Welcome. Yeah, there's just between here, so it's between Sinley and Brentheugh, just coming into Brentheugh in a second. Just going downwards. So there's actually I've placed a lot of trees right here. You can kind of see them here, but because it's like, thanks. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Hope you're doing well too. Yes, I am. Thank you. Also, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I'll be back, I've got to go. Alright, see you soon. Bye. For now. Alright, so yeah, I've actually placed a lot of trees here, but because of I've made winter and snowing because it's snowy, because I thought it looks really good in the snow. I've just found out a few days ago where I tried it. Because I did make it winter before, but I don't think all the textures have swapped over because it... Bye! Alright, because I think because I didn't change the weather, it still stayed summer, but only some trees changed color. So I thought it didn't work properly, but I've changed the weather and I've actually seen what it looks like. I want to show it like this, but there's actually a lot of trees right here. Like, yeah. In the next stream I'll probably show it in the summer again. Alright, so here are a few speeding cameras, like sort of like this, the government's the council's new solution to catching speeding drivers. So they've got this new invention called the speed camera tree, and this is like facing both ways. Got the camera going both ways, so you catch drivers racing along here and down there. So catching both people. This is their first sort of prototype in operation right outside Brentheugh here. So it's probably best to drive slowly around here. And yes, this is just coming to Brentheugh right now. There's the dip right here. And we're going left here, so yes. Alright, right here, so here's the junction. So here's Queensaw Bay. I've called it that because Saw Sand and Queen Sand, and it's like in a sort of a bay, so I've called it Queensaw Bay. Chalbrine, Crestlington Dales. So yes, Crestlington Dales will be up here somewhere. If I end up doing a route there, it'll go up there to that. And Chalbrine is right here. and to the right is Mulham, Ashcarpelton and Anyvale. If I decide to do a route here, like if I find a tunnel, because I want a tunnel here, if I find one of those, like an object, or maybe even do it myself, then the route will go right here and then through the tunnel. It'll be probably the only tunnel on the map. But if I don't find one, then I'll just leave it like this, so it's more like decoration, the route, like the road going down there. So it just feels more realistic. Right, and here will also be a bunch of residential homes, which I have not placed down yet. It's a country bus. Alright, and here is called Inn of Brenhew. Brenhew, right. And welcome to the exit. That's where they exit and that's where they enter. Right. And here's Brenhew Woods. Yeah, I won't actually let people in, as I said earlier, because I don't want them complaining all the time, especially if it's lagging and slippery. It's not a good combination. But yes, I've put down loads of flowers and everything, but you can't really see those in the winter or at night. So yeah, I've still put them down. Here are the toilets right by the inn with a speeding camera. Yeah, I do like to place speeding cameras on the map. Just I've hidden a few of them, just like going around the corner, so just spying on the traffic. And I've hidden a bunch of them on the map. Here's a meadow on the left there, and yeah, here's a meadow, and there's the path. So here's where I've put down the residential homes, well, houses. And here, if you want to go into the woods, you would have to go like between those, and then out into the woods. Well, it's not woods yet, but it'll be in the woods right here. There'll be like a forest there. And here I've also got a store. I really like the storefront, but the entire building is like really huge. And I'm not sure if that really fits that well, if there's like all these small houses and then a huge town building shop right there. So yes, I might replace that with something else. Probably do that. Right. So here's Torcham Valley. And yeah, you see Creslington Dales to the left, and Kew as well. And Queensorbane Brendel Inn to the right. So here the road would lead, so it does lead up there, and it would go somewhere else, but it doesn't yet. So in here you see Torcham Valley right here. You can also see the bus in the background there. You see, if I zoom out a tiny bit more, you can see the Lord Mash, where there's no skin on it. So it's just a white bus, and if I zoom back in, it displays skin. Also, I can open the bus's windows from all the way back here. Like, I don't know, what is that? Like, maybe 200 meters or so, maybe 100 meters. And I can open see all the windows are closed, and if I click that, I've actually managed to open this bus window from all the way back there. Yeah, I've apparently got really long arms in the fly camera. Well, yes. I'm just going to go down here. It's not very long anymore. It's like maybe 6 minutes perhaps. There'll also be houses down here. I've just put down 3 of them yet. Well, I will put down more. probably not drive this fast. Yeah, I'll slow down. In like normal weather conditions, you can look really far to the other hills right here, but because of the fog, you can't really see any of that. And you'll probably not even be able to see the sea in a second. Just thought of that. Queensor Bay, Charbrine, Brandhill Village, Village Green, Tossington. Yeah, let's just go left, because I haven't made the bit to the right yet. Yeah, and there's also a cab light in this bus. I might leave it, well, I'll leave it off for now. You can see the rocky hillside on the right here. Yes. I really like the look of that. And you also see you can see the path going off there to the woods. It's really nice, I think. So I would stop here normally if I was doing a service, but I'm not, so just continue on. But here is Brandle Inn, and I've actually put a timetable case right here, so it looks like there's like maybe opening times or something. It does look a timetable, but I thought it might be maybe some notices, something next to the door, which I thought looked pretty good, so I just put it on there. Also some railings, a traffic cone, and this is what I meant by hiding speeding cameras. So there's like this, I think, painting or something, maybe some form of art on the side there, and I've just placed the camera there so it looks like it's part of the art. Yeah, just to catch those sneaky people who try to drive faster than the speed limit. Yes. And even there's someone up here on the roof. Yeah, he's also phoning someone with a high visibility jacket. And if I drive further up there, so right here, yes, there's actually someone else on these rocks, on this hill as well, who's also phoning someone, so maybe they're phoning each other, perhaps, probably. Maybe they're testing out their new walkie-talkies. That might be what they're doing. And here, if there weren't any fog here, you would see the sea right here, just coming over this hill. You can see the ocean, but not at the moment. But instead you can see some pretty trees, like snowed-in trees, so that's nice, I think. Better stop. Well, not stop, slow down. So yeah, 30 saw sand. Please drive carefully. So this is the area that's kind of based on Caw Sand in Cornwall, so southeast Cornwall. Yeah, I'll just quickly show you what I mean. 1 second. So this right here, this in Cornwall, so it's right next to Plymouth. So here's Plymouth, and that's Caw Sand right here. And this is what I meant by based off of. So my route, it also goes down here, and then there's like this bit of the road. It's really similar to the real life Caw Sand. Only on mine the water goes further in, so it goes all this car park is all water on mine. And this is what it looks like on mine. So the road goes like, the road goes downwards and then to this village, and with this also this like sort of hill protruding from the side there, where the road goes around. That should be like this. Should look a bit like that, only where there's trees there, all over that. So yes, that's what it was kind of inspired from. Well, that's the main inspiration for Saw Sand. And well, Queen Sand, which I've based off of King Sand, which is right next to it, like right around that corner, back there. So this will be Saw Sand Beach. And there's also another bus stop. There's this road up top here will be served by a local sort of round route. I think I'll call it the One. I've called it the One, which like once V3D's Solo and Metro Rider are released, it'll be using those, and it'll go just around here, which will most likely be based on, well, the Fox bus in like South Devon, in the Torbay region. There's this Fox, like it's the Fox bus service from Stagecoach, and this will be like that a bit, like the route. So like a lot of tight corners, and well, yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. A good idea. And that's the Jolly Monster Inn. Yes. I'll just show this real quick with this camera. So I haven't put down any lights here yet. Reduce speed now, 30 yards. Really tight bit where the buses go through. But I've actually checked and it does work. There's no scraping off the mirrors or anything. It does actually, the buses do go through that, fit through that. Yeah, there's another speeding camera. I've actually had this idea that this Belisha beacon right here, like what you usually see like at the zebra crossings, I've actually had the idea of it being used for something else. So there's the beach here, and I've had this idea that this beacon could be like a safety beacon. So if it's switched on, then the waters are unsafe. For example, if there's if it's raining or something, and then this beacon will light up so that so the people don't swim in here. So at the moment you can't, but so you can see the beacon right here. So if you see the beacon's on, then you go out the water and back to dry land. Safety. That was the idea behind that, but it'll probably stay always on because I'm not sure. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to script any of that because, well, the water doesn't change, and it could maybe just be random, or maybe it could be weather dependent. So it only going up the wall there. Yeah, so maybe I could make it weather dependent. So if it's not raining, it doesn't show the light up. If it is or snowing or something, or if it's getting evening or something, it lights up. I'm not sure. I'll probably just leave it like this, so it's always on, which would also that's a good idea, because that would also explain why there's never any people on the beach. So if they all see, like even if they wanted to go to the beach, they'd all see, oh, the beacon's showing, and then they just go back home, and that would explain that as well. So yeah, I'll just leave it like this. And this is going uphill, as you can see, probably. And this is going up over the hill and into Queensland. And yeah, I haven't put on any scenery whatsoever here, just the hill and the sea. And if I'd driven the Polylight, I would have actually known how far it is, the route, but I haven't, so, well, oh well. I do like the Polylight. Right, so, yeah, that was the route so far, which I've done. There's a few side roads which I haven't shown, simply because no routes run on them yet. and they're not finished, but that's the most of the route shown. Just load up the editor and then we'll go to some get to some route building. It's gonna take a while. Oh, we've got another viewer. NBC 3510. Hello. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I think you just hopped on. I'm sure. Either way, welcome. Hope you're having a nice day. So yes, we've just driven the route all like from here to there to Queensland. So Tettering to Queensland. This will still be available to watch within 14 days of this live stream. So you can still watch it back, but after 14 days it will be automatically removed. So yes. Oh yes, so right here, that's the bridge we did last stream with the rocks. I've put in a few more rocks and bushes here and trees on this side, but this is what we've gotten so far. I really like the look of this. If I figure out how to put things in OMSI other than repaints, I will model a lighthouse and put it on this rocky area here. I put a lighthouse here, and possibly if I figure out how to do night maps, it'll hopefully also illuminate, so it'll actually be a light source there. Yeah, I really like this, the way this looks. And also I've decided that I won't make this dried out. I'll actually lower the terrain to make this an actual river. So if you look back there, you can actually see that there's a river there and not just ending here. So we'll do that. I think there's the right height. I'll just now just -10 like this. Right, I'll just dig my way through this. Well, yes, dig the terrain down. I'm back from my break. So what did I miss? Well, so basically I just like you left around here, like right before Brainhue, I think. I've just driven this bit to Queensland, so from here to there. I will show it again next stream, I think, yeah. But you will be able to watch what you missed within 14 days of this live stream, where it will automatically, like after 14 days, it will automatically be removed. But yeah, you can watch it back after the live stream on Twitch. Alright, so yes, welcome back. Glad to have you back on again. Alright, so I will just doing this riverbed at the moment. I've just started up the editor. I haven't done anything else yet. I've just brought the terrain down to have this actually be water. Alright, so how does this look? Look at, like, if you're from the road and then you're looking back there. I mean, I do like it, but it looks pretty, like, the river looks a bit, well, I think it's alright. I'll probably bring it up a, I'll probably bring it up a bit. Yeah, I think that's alright. I don't want it to look like that thick, the river, like that wide, I meant. Maybe this will look good. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. I'll just draw some, I'll put some earth textures down, or sand. Well, I mean, yeah, I didn't mean to put that all the way up there. I meant to put like right next to the river, or like in the riverbed. That's what I meant to do, not on the side of the cliff. Yeah, because the textures do get stretched if it's at a really steep angle, because they get like mapped on from the top, so it always looks like correctly. It always looks correct when looked at from the top, but if you look at it from the side, it looks really stretched here. You can't really see that anyway from the from the road. Can't really see it from the road anyway. So I think it will look alright, probably. I will put some more of these rocks there on the cliff, so that it looks a bit more realistic, so that the grass doesn't just curve downwards into the river. Either that, or I put a whole bunch of bushes and trees there. I'm not sure. I might do that. I think I'll put down a few of these rocks I meant. I think I'll put down a few, and then put like trees and stuff on top, so right here. I think that'll look good. And also, again, this pattern here. So I do really like these rocks, but I do have to, well, turn them so that they don't repeat as often. Like that. Well, perhaps. I mean, maybe. I think that looks good. Maybe do another rock or two here. We bring them, like sink them back down into the earth. I mean, perhaps. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it looks... I just have to experiment a little what looks good. Like this part. Well, nah, it's like this hole right here. I'll do it like this, and then I'll sink it down. So maybe not 17 minus 10. Like that. I think that looks good. And then I'll do some more foliage, or flora as it's called. Yeah, I think that'll look good. That'll look good. Just check 1 second to see if there's any more users in the chat or watching. Well, not at the moment. But also hello to everyone who hasn't got an account. If you're watching, hello, welcome. Or if you've already been watching, still hello, because I haven't said that yet. Alright, I think that looks alright. Back here I would also put rocks, but you're never going to see that from the road, so I don't think I'll put them there. Yeah, you're never going to be able to see this surface from the road. I think I put some more here, because you will be able to look back there. So maybe something like that. Well, there's this edge there. You're never going to see this from the road, this is like the edge. I'll still flatten that down like this. Alright, so now let's place some of these bushes and trees. Alright. Oh, didn't mean to grab that. And for some reason OMSI isn't making the sound when placing a new object. Like sometimes it does it, like the little alert sound from Windows. It like most of the time does, but sometimes it also doesn't play, like now. I don't know why it is, but I'm glad that it doesn't play, because it does get annoying if you place like hundreds of objects like trees, if you want to create a forest, and you always hear that sound, ding, ding, ding. Yeah, it does get a bit annoying. So I'm glad it isn't playing right now, for whatever reason. Yeah, I just put some on the border of the rock, and then yeah, I think that looks good. I think maybe put some more right here. I think this looks alright. Maybe put some down here as well, and then on the other side as well. So something like this, perhaps. Put some more here because the rocks are kind of covering that. You can still see a few of these bushes. Yeah, that looks good. I think that looks good. And now let's put more of these trees there. Yeah, I really like these trees, the way they look. I've used them here, and I've also used them, I think, yeah, on the other side of the map by test strength in the woods there. I've also used them there. Yeah, how's this look? I think it looks really good to have like this huge rock face next to the river, and then like the forest going up there. I think it looks really good. So I'll just place a few more of the trees there, also on this side. Alright, so this, and then I'll put a few more down here, because even though you can't see the whole trees, you can look through those, and then it'd be a bit weird if you could just see the water through all of them, or the sky. So I'll just place a few more so that they'll cover this up. Yeah, I really like how this is looking. I really do like that. Let's place some of those other trees, the Scots pines. Just place a few of those, and then we'll move on from there. So something like that. Just place a few of them in between the other ones, because I feel like these two tree types, they work really well together, and makes the scenery look, I think it makes it look good, like a believable forest. Because you don't have to place a lot of them for the forest to look dense, so you just have to place a few of them next to each other, and then you like 3 layers, so 3 rows of trees, and then it'll already look, if you're like down here, it'll already look like a huge forest, even though it's just a few rows of trees. Yeah, I'm just going along here. Maybe place some of the other ones as well, so there's actually is a third row. Yeah, now it's making the sound. Actually, mute OMSI for this. So I will still hear it, but you hopefully won't be able to. I think this works. Actually, I'll just have a quick listen from on the stream if it actually does pick up the sound or not. Just placing some trees. 1 second. Yeah, it doesn't pick up. It doesn't pick up on the stream, that's good. So only I will hear the annoying noise, and you will be treated to the silence of the stream other than my voice. So yes, that's good. Yeah, I'll place some of them down there, so it covers up the terrain behind it. Where did I put that? All right, there. So like something like that. Alright, does this look any good from the road perspective? So if you're driving along this, then you look to the left. I think so. I think it looks good. There's like this edge right here. It's a bit strange. I mean, I could just cover it up with bushes. Or shrubbery, 01 bush as it's called. Well, 01. Yeah, I'll just place a few more down by where the river is, so that there's not just bare terrain. There's a few more. Like this, and then on this side as well. I'm thinking of maybe putting some butlaya trees as well, like little. I don't know if they're actually classified as trees or not, but I am thinking of putting some of these down here as well, so that there's a few flowers, and not just shrubs and bushes and trees. So yes, this looks alright, I think. Like this. Yeah, I really like that. I think it looks really good. Like the way the shrubs are coming down that and like hanging in the water a bit. I really like that. I'm just going to grab the butlaya tree. I'm just going to call it butlaya. Well, or bush, I guess. Not sure where I last used it. I used it a lot on this map, but I'm not sure. I think back here? Yeah, there we go. These. I meant those. So yes, I will grab that. And maybe the grass as well. Probably not needed right now, but I'll grab it anyway so that it opens the folders on the right list there, so that I can more easily find it. Alright, so I'm going to place a few of those. Actually, I think there's a small version of it. I think there's two versions, like one with the low res texture, which is this one, and a more high res one. Albastro916 says, "Hola. Hola to you too. Hello. Thanks for joining the stream. This is my third ever stream, the second ever stream with actually a face cam and voice. The first one was just silent, which, yeah, I've noticed that at the beginning there's like a lot of people watching, and then they just slowly started to go away because it probably wasn't that enticing and gripping if it's just the OMSI soundscape, so just the dling, 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 dling when placing the new shrubs and every object. So they kind of all left, or most of them, in the first stream. No worries. Yes, thanks. Yeah, I'm just going to grab the Buddleia tree, or shrub, from the other area of the map. I can't be too long. I'm sitting in the middle of nowhere waiting for a bus. Ah, yes, I've been there. Well, I'm not sure if I've actually been there on that exact bus stop, but I know that feeling. I know I have waited on a bus before, multiple times. A lot of times. But yes, thanks for joining the stream. I'll be streaming again next week, also 4 to 6 p.m. And the stream will also be archived, not permanently, but for 14 days on Twitch. So that within 14 days of this live stream, you'll still be able to watch it, but then it'll automatically get removed. Yes, well, thanks for joining. I do appreciate it. Yeah, OMSI editor loading times, it can take a while. And also, previously, before in the stream, where on the start, I did drive the entire route. So just show it to you 1 second, from right below Testring in a town named Merely. I did I drive from here to Testring, Quenley, Sinley, Brentford, Source and Queensland. This route, it's about 11 or 12 miles long. And I drove it in the winter, snowy conditions. The things I do for a photo. Here, oops. Oh, missed a message. It's a main road, so I can't hear much, unfortunately. Alright. Sorry, have you got the volume turned up all the way? Actually, I'll move the microphone a bit closer. So if the stream's too silent. The things I do for a photo. Yeah, were you bus spotting? So were you trying to photograph a bus? That's what I'm presuming you meant. Yeah, I'm just going to go back. I've got the shrub now. I'll just go back to Source End. Yeah, it's just cars going past, that's all. It's my fault. No worries. I'm sure it'll be alright. Well, so you were trying to get waiting for an omnidecker. Ah, nice. So is it the N94 ones? These Scania N94 ones, or the N230 UD ones? I think they're called. So with the older dashboard and steering wheel, or the newer, more modern ones? I think you said they got rid of some of the omnideckers. I'm not sure which ones are still around. But yeah, it's nice that they're still around your area. Yeah, I'm just placing some of these put layer trees. N94 658 on the 79. Nice. So they do have the older dashboard then. Yeah, I'm really liking this sort of this gorge area. It's a YN55 plate, I believe. Nice. I'm not that well informed like what that actually means, like the registration plate. So it's just the beginning of the registration plate, and then, but if I suddenly go, you know why. Yes, I will. So I'm presuming what happens if you suddenly don't type anymore or go, that the Scania N94 omnidecker just pulled up and you went in, either bought a ticket or already did beforehand, and you showed the ticket to the bus driver and you went in the bus and yeah, you rode the bus. That's what I'm presuming you mean, but I could be entirely wrong. Yeah, alright. So, well, thank you for joining anyway. It was nice seeing you. YN means Yorkshire, I believe. 55 is the year, 2005, second half or early 2006. Alright, interesting. I never knew that. So the first two letters mean the county. Oh, I'm not talking the bus, haha. What do you mean then? I'm not sure. So Y and the first two letters for a registration plate, is that always in UK, is that always the county? So in which, I mean, I'm not sure. Talking. I can't type, I'm sorry. That's fine, don't worry. If you're on a phone, it can be really difficult to hit the tiny small buttons, like the tiny buttons of the letters can be difficult. So yes, I do. That's fine. I believe it's county, yeah. Interesting. Oh my days, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Yes, I didn't know that was the county. So YN Yorkshire, GX Guildford, you see. Alright, but Guildford isn't a county. So it can be either county or city. Is that right? Because Guildford is in... Actually, where is Guildford? Is it in Surrey? I'm not sure. Could be entirely wrong. Guildford. Yes, Surrey. I actually was right. Yes, Guildford. So, half the time I'm looking up. Alright, because... What do you mean? Why are you looking up? From the phone you mean? So you're not... What do you mean? Kent? Oh, do you mean Guildford in Kent? Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry, yes. Right. So it is that Guildford then. Right, so... Alright, so do you think this gorge, I've just dug the terrain down, put so you can see the water, and put some rocks and shrubbery and trees on it. Do you think this looks good? So you're coming this right here, this is right there. So just before Sawsand, when you're going Pondlestead. So 1 second, I'll just show you 1 second what this route will be based off. So Plymouth will, I think I've already told you this, but Plymouth will be, well, Plymouth will be, this, Pondlestead. This will be based on, like most of it will be based on Plymouth, or inspired from Plymouth and Brighton, so sort of a mix between those two. That was my idea. And the 94, you can't really read this. There's really bad contrast. I will change it for the until the next stream. But this is the 94, which goes from Pondlestead to Tossington. And this will be inspired by the route... Stagecoach Plymouth, Route 3? Yeah, it doesn't show you. But there's from Stagecoach, they have a route going from Plymouth to... One second, I've got to find it. Where is it? Kingsbridge. There we go. So it goes from Plymouth via Kingsbridge to like along this bit here, Torcross, where's like a beach and nature reserve behind it. Then it goes to Dartmouth. This will be mostly based on that. ADL's chassis is Guildford, body is Scarborough. Ah, right. Interesting. Looking up to see a bus. Ah, right, yes. That makes sense. I think the road could do with some markings to make it less clean. Yes, you are right. I don't actually know how to attach splines to other splines. I will look that up at some point, but I have actually not done any proper road markings on this map yet. But yes, you are very right. I will put them down. I will put road markings on the roads once I figure out how to actually attach them to it. But other than that, do you think this area looks good? So looking down this gorge and like this, do you think this looks alright, or would you change anything? Actually found something myself. I forgot to do some more bushes up here. Oh. Alright, like that. Like this. So, do you think this looks, other than the road marking, the lack of road markings, do you think this looks alright, the terrain, like from the terrain point of view? So like this area. I will put some more trees up there so it doesn't look like this. To attach roads, it's the red arrow thingy. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. So, red arrow thingy. Do you mean the... One second, I'll just put some test roads up here. 50. Do you mean the... do you mean these? So the red arrow thingy, do you mean those? Because that's for attaching splines. Like sorry if that was unclear. I meant, I do know how to, one second. I do know how to connect splines. So if I've got two splines, how to, like so, one second. Like this. So I do know how to do that. So connecting two splines. But like I meant attaching other splines to other splines. So for example, road markings. So they're like always going along the road. So they're always following the road. That's what I don't know how to do yet. But yes, well, thank you for the compliment about it looking beautiful. Aye, that's the one. Yeah, I do know how to... Yeah, I also didn't know that for quite a long time, but then I got to a point where I had to connect them, because before I always like sort of... I always did like it looks like they're connected, but they actually weren't. So I've just made them lead into one another, so the traffic always despawns but they never actually connected. But then I got to a point like testing train station. That's where I had to connect splines. And then I looked it up, and sometimes it would work, but sometimes it wouldn't. And then I found a forum thread. I think I've actually got that. I think it's this one. I actually found this forum thread from the official OMSI forums. One of them. No, there's the old OMSI forum. I think from OMSI 1. And someone actually asked, and see, there's like one curve that's okay. So if you got curves like these and you attach them, it does work. But if it would have to autocomplete like with 2 curves, it won't work. So yes, I found that, and then after that all the junctions worked, so I could connect them, and it was really good to know that. Twitch, just copying numbers surely. Twitch mobile is delayed, so sorry if I'm slow. That's fine. Copying numbers. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's something to do with the Alliance charge to, well, I'm not sure. I think it's something to do with the Alliance charge to object or end to object, where it like aligns and then you can place them and then it automatically curves it. I think, but I could be wrong. I'll just look up I'll just search for it in the manual. But yes, it's fine if you're delayed. That's totally fine. Actually, I'll have to end the stream in 6 minutes because it ends at 6 o'clock. So yes, we'll just finish this woods area, and then I think I'll do a really quick drive through. Not drive through. Just drive on rather on this road here, so we can see what it looks like from the bus's perspective. And then I have to end the stream. Hopefully this won't take too long. Bus is coming, sorry. That's fine. Enjoy your trip. And thanks for staying so long. And see you soon. Bye. I'll just reload to see if there's any other people in the chat. Not that I know of. I don't think there's any. There's a few who don't have an account, but I don't think there's any more. Alright, I'll place some of these other trees and then I'll get to driving. Just filling in these gaps. Yeah, I've only got 4 minutes left, and it'll probably take like maybe 2 or so to load the actual OMSI app, not the editor. Yeah, I hope there'll be time. Yeah, just fill in these gaps really quick. I think that's alright. I can still play some more after. I think that's alright for now. Well, like this. I'll just, well, this right. Okay, I've just got 3 more minutes left. Just start the game really quick. Yeah, if it takes too long, if the game starting takes too long, they'll just have to end it before. But I promise that the first thing, if this doesn't work, I promise that the first thing we'll do on the next stream will be driving that little bit. Oh, it does seem like it'll work. So maybe that won't be... I won't need that anyway. So, okay, I'll load map without buses because I don't want the winter setting. I want people to see what's going on, including myself. Right, just 2 minutes left. Source and... I'll just spawn the renown, I think. Or the Envir 400. Well, the City Bus 400, sorry. Yeah, I'll spawn that. That's also a bus that lags next to... Well, it does... Well, next to... nothing, I guess. Just gonna have to find it. It starts with L. London City Bus. There we go. Yeah, 1 minute left. Just need to find the repaint. It's actually installed. It has to be. I think it might be the wrong variant. Yeah, 1 second. I don't mean that literally. There we go. There's the repaint I've actually done for this map. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock now. I'll just show it to you really quick. There's a really quick bus, so it will work. Hopefully. Yeah, just charging it up. Alright. I know the dashboard says top, but that's not what it... Oh. No one saw that. I hope the... Well. At least I've got the collisions off, so that's fine. Alright. Just want to show you the bit we worked on. I've actually increased the field of view in these interior cameras so that you can see more, which I think is much better than the stock field of views. I think on most buses the field of view is far too zoomed in than it should be, in my opinion. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Oh, okay, I'm back. 20 minutes for it to come back round on the other side. Alright. Okay, so this is what it looks like from if you're driving. I think it looks good, but I'm going to have to end the stream really soon. Just going to go the other way, 1 second. Yeah, so this is where I'm hoping to get a lighthouse in, if I figure out how to put things in OMSI other than repaints. And this is what the gorge looks like. Yeah, I think it really looks quite gorgeous. Well, yes. I think it looks good. Alright, I'm going to have to end the stream now. Okay. So, well, thanks. I'll promise I'll message you soon. Okay, thank you. Thanks. That's good to know. Alright, we'll see you next stream then. Thanks for sticking around and bye.